It's 8:14 a.m. Your alarm didn't go off because your phone died overnight. You plug it in, but the screen stays black. You flick the light switch in your bedroom. Nothing. You look out the window. The traffic lights at the intersection are completely blank. Cars are already piling up. People are standing on their porches, looking at their phones with this confused panic. No service, no Wi-Fi, no news alerts. If you think World War III starts with a blinding flash of light or a screaming news anchor on CNN, you're stuck in the 20th century. The next major global conflict doesn't start with a bang. It starts with a blackout. Let's talk about 2026. We keep waiting for this massive, cinematic naval clash between the US and China over Taiwan. But the reality of modern warfare is far more terrifying. Why would you send $1 billion aircraft carrier across the Pacific when you can just turn off your enemy's country from a laptop in Beijing? The opening move in a US-China clash isn't aimed at the Pentagon. It's aimed at you. It's aimed at the water pumping into your house, the refrigeration in your local grocery store, the servers holding your bank account data. Within minutes of a conflict going hot, sleeper malware, code that has been silently sitting inside American infrastructure for years, wakes up. The grid goes down. Not just one city. We're talking the entire eastern seaboard. By day 3, society starts to fracture. Cash is completely useless because the ATMs are dead. Your credit card is just a worthless piece of plastic. But here is where the real chokehold begins. The terrifying truth we don't like to talk about. America doesn't make things anymore. Not the things that keep us alive. Look in your medicine cabinet. Over 80% of the active ingredients used to make basic, life-saving medicines in the United States, from antibiotics to blood pressure pills, come from the very region we would be fighting. If the South China Sea becomes a war zone, the global supply chain doesn't just slow down, it flatlines. Within a month, American hospitals aren't rationing beds, they are rationing survival. And what about the military? The greatest fighting force on Earth? Well, here is the ultimate irony. Modern militaries run on microchips, semiconductors. Every smart missile, every F-35 fighter jet, every surveillance drone relies on them. And guess where the most advanced chips in the world are manufactured? Right in the crossfire. If a naval blockade drops over the Pacific, the global supply of semiconductors drops to near zero. We couldn't even build a new Ford pickup truck, let alone replace a $50 million drone. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away in the Pacific, the actual fighting looks nothing like D-Day. There are no boots on the ground. It's a ghost war. It's autonomous drone swarms calculating kill trajectories faster than the human brain can process. It's hypersonic anti-ship missiles moving at Mach 5, skimming the ocean surface. A multi-billion-dollar U.S. aircraft carrier, the ultimate symbol of American dominance, suddenly becomes a massive, floating target. They'd be forced to stay hundreds of miles away from the coast just to survive. But here is the part that truly changes the world. As the U.S. and China lock horns, the rest of the planet has to pick a side. And America might be in for a brutal wake-up call. For decades, China has been quietly pouring trillions of dollars into Africa, South America, and parts of Europe through their Belt and Road Initiative. They built their ports. They built their 5G networks. When the ultimate ultimatum is issued, do you really think those countries are going to rush to America's defense? Or do they look at their economy and realize, maybe backing the US isn't the safest bet anymore? The global economy splinters. 2 internets, 2 banking systems. A new Iron Curtain descends, built out of firewalls and sanctions. There is no treaty at the end of this, no grand surrender. If a clash happens in 2026, it ends in exhaustion. It ends with a permanently altered standard of living. The era of cheap, next-day deliveries and infinite streaming is gone. We are living in an age where the line between peace and war is thinner than a fiber optic cable. The digital tripwires have already been set. We are just waiting for someone to trip. If this deep dive into the hidden realities of our world made you think twice, hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications, because the world is changing faster than the news can report, and we're going to cover every second of it right here on Epochs of America. Stay vigilant.